Hello world, this is ComputerHeat. I'm joined today by Mr. IpKaiFung.
Hello, how you doing, man?
I'm well. And today we've got a replay that was sent in to me, and it features the new faction, the Oberkommando West versus Soviets. So this is on Minsk Pocket, and I'm really curious to see how this plays out because I haven't played a whole lot of 1v1s in the new in the new updated world of Company of Heroes 2 Western Front Armies. Anyway, we are both paused at 5 seconds, so I think we should just get this going, because it's going to be a long one. So we'll unpause in 3, 2, 1, go. And right away, conscripts building in Strixeh's base. Oh, and he immediately picks the commander that gives him guards and the ISU 152.
Yeah, always a good pick on this map because it's so it's got like a really big channel,
Yes, this
like
is
down the
also
middle. Yeah,
this is also the commander that got Twister into trouble in the last in the Alienware Cup, caused him to have to drop a game due to disqualification.
yeah. But we did get an awesome game three because of it, though. So every cloud has the silver lining.
Yes, for people who haven't seen those, that was the series between Barton and Twister in the winners bracket games, and oh man, all three of those games were really good. Actually, I don't remember how good Game 1 was, but Games 2 and Games 3 were amazing. So
Yeah, game one was sort of like Barton just getting rickrolled, basically. And then the second game, he kind of woke up and went, "Okay, I got to get my stuff sorted out." So he gets sorted out, and then um, manages to play well, but then Twister picks that commander, and then that forces him to be disqualified. So
yes,
for that game, and then they had to play a third game. So it ended up being 2-1, when in fact actually Twister had won 3-0. He actually won all three games.
but it was that was maybe the best 1v1 game. I think it was the game 3 between them, the one where Barton went. Look at us, we're talking about a different game from the one that we're actually watching. Nothing's happening yet. Where Barton made a howitzer and had a whole bunch of PPSH cons running around. It was like some good old Vico bar rifle infantry company play. Meanwhile, in this game that we're actually casting, Spanky's getting out some Volksgrenadiers, and he hasn't unpacked his truck yet. Do you think he's just waiting for enough manpower to do that?
Yeah, possibly. He's getting a Kubel, so he's got two Volks, a Stern Pioneer, and a Kubel wagon. Kubel wagon's like the mobile machine gun.
Yes, it's got that neat suppression ability on it. And we got a first fight over here between two conscript squads, the Stern Pioneers and the Volksgrenadiers. I know the Stern Pioneers, they're decent at range. How do they fare against conscripts? A one-on-one long-range fight like that.
At max range, the conscripts should win.
And how about with the Volksgrenadiers, like
The
Volks
Volks,
versus
the Volks
cons?
are the Volks are a little bit better at long range than the Stern Pioneers, so they're thought to win, against conscripts. But conscripts again, they can close in, and then they'll beat them at mid and close. But anyway, retreat's forced on the left.
Strixie's just built tier 1 and is getting himself a sniper.
Oh right, that's a good buy because when you with the Stern Pioneers at least, if you snipe them, they take a long time to build, to reinforce. Sorry, I know also really expensive, 40 manpower. So I see a lot of people building like heavy Stern Pioneers, but it's really risky because it bleeds you a lot of manpower, that build, because they aren't exceptionally durable. They're about the same as a Grenadier squad durability wise.
So they don't have any armor. For some
No.
reason, I thought they had the same as a Panzer Grenadier, which, well, they also have no armor, but they got that received accuracy buff.
No, they're a little bit worse than a Panzer Grenadier. Like their guns are a little bit less accurate as well compared to the Panzer Grenadier. But still, it's still a really powerful weapon. If you get up close, it'll do a lot of damage. And if you get to mid as well, I mean, you don't really actually need to get close with them. If you get to like that 15 yard, 20 yard range, then they do really well against most squads.
As this fight sets off now, I'm realizing that we probably should have used the first couple of minutes to actually talk about these players. So as these Volksgrenadiers get ganked, we can do that quickly. The sniper moves up to the middle. It's got a mine between it. Oh, not anymore. Looks like this cool wagon's gonna be able to just chase after it. Ouch. Nasty mine hitting those folks.
Lovely 18-8 on that Kubel as well.
That was
Which is
very
about
smart to get them that early.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of Soviet players will actually get them early because if someone tries to truck push, it's like the best counter. You just 18-8 the truck, and then you can't crush then.
Oh man. Yes. There's actually a new patch coming out later today that's gonna fix that truck pushing issue. But we can see that wow, Spanky's actually gotten his mechanized regiment headquarters with his first truck. What do you think he's going to do with that? I mean, he's not going to have any healing, and he's got some rather wounded units running around. But honestly, with the sniper shooting at him, it's not going to make much of a difference.
I think he's probably going to get the 25117 flak half track, probably something like that. He's going to get because that gives you like good map control. It's very good anti-infantry. It's not too bad against light vehicles either, but it itself is a bit soft as well. So he'll probably pick up that. The other thing as well is that he also can get the Puma as well, which is very good against light vehicles and against medium vehicles to some extent.
You can see that Strixeh. Man, these guys. Why do they have to have such similar names? Strixeh's putting down more mines around. This one's over in the spot where everybody puts mines on this map, over by the little gate on the right, near the just north of the munitions point. Second sniper out now for Strixeh.
There's also something interesting with Stone Pioneers, right? In that when you get a Minesweeper upgrade, you can actually put the Minesweeper away.
Yeah, I just learned about that yesterday on the forums.
Yeah.
Presumably they can't actually sweep mines while that's up, even though I suppose a real one would continue giving the warning noises. And I guess all the other minesweepers have glue on the handles or something like that, and that's why they can't put them away.
Yeah, I think what happened was that they were like eating some like sticky food or something, and then they were like, "Oh no, I've got the Minesweeper stuck to my hands." No, such a such a predicament to be in. I have this metal thing stuck to my hands.
These snipers are really not getting to do a whole lot this game. They keep just getting chased off constantly. I think these ones are going to get chased off too. The lady snipers, yep, off they go. And this conscript squad might get killed on retreat.
I think they'll be okay. Yeah.
So
Volk's DPS is not super good, so it's nothing like Grenadiers. So
was it comparable to a conscript squad, or what would you what's it closest to?
Yeah, it's around that, same as a conscript squad.
And with the same sort of fall off at the different ranges, I assume. Oh, we're getting mines now from Spanky as well.
Yeah, they're not particularly good at mid range or close range. The thing about them is that they're like, they've got 5 men, they're quite durable. But the biggest statement, Grace, is that because they can get 1 Panzerschreck and then it's on a 5-man squad, that makes it very good anti-vehicle because it's harder to kill them then. Because like with Panzergrins, you sacrifice 2 really, really good anti-infantry weapons for anti-tank. With them, you sacrifice 1 okay anti-infantry weapon, and it's a 5-man squad as well. Makes them less vulnerable to AoE as well. So that's sort of like their sort of like
their selling point.
Yeah, they're also very meat shieldy, if you would want to say that. Because what you want to do is try and get some Obersoldaten, and they're the ones that do a lot of damage.
Oh god, these snipers are taking shots at the flak half track. Oh, the dangers of moving around on attack move. I think we're gonna see the wind up and the pitch and the damaged engine on that flak half track, but there's not anything around really to finish it off. I mean, would you advise at all using guards to try to fight this thing?
Yeah, you can. If you can send some infantry in one direction to get the gun to shoot, and then it has to reload. You send the guards in, then button it, and then you'll be able to kill it then.
So a second truck is just hanging out for Spanky, and do you think they'll use that to upgrade to his tier 1? I mean, he's got enough to can make the tier 4 truck, can he not?
Yeah, he could make that into Schwerer Panzer. I would probably, with the amount of infantry he's got, and actually they're not too badly damaged, so I would go for Schwerer Panzer and get an Obersoldaten squad out. And that gives you some really good firepower, like
Yeah,
anti-infantry firepower.
yeah. The problem that he's been facing is, well, he's not actually facing that many problems. He's been managing to chase off these snipers regularly, but every once in a while they get in a volley and just straight up kill a couple of guys. In which case, healing doesn't really help you.
And the other thing as well with Volks is that because they got 5 levels of vet, when they start vetting up, they become very strong. However, so that's something you want to try and keep these squads alive and do some sort of damage as well.
Oh man, speaking of healing, Strixeh's units are in pretty bad shape. There's some conscripts lying around the left. They've got maybe 20% health and they just started losing men.
Yeah, the guys are too low, so he's going to go back reinforced.
But he has not upgraded healing yet. So they're not going to be a whole lot better when they come out. More mines going down for Strixeh, though. Very smart. They're not as strong as they once were, thank God. But they still do some damage, which this half-track's going to find out if it smacks into it. Looks like it's about to. No way. He's got a sixth sense, I swear. So
Yeah, that
over here,
bit
these
is
guards
actually-
are just
Sorry,
blasting the shit out of this sharp Panzer headquarters, and it blows up before it even finishes.
that's so bad because you actually lose your resources as well.
Ugh. And if you try to cancel the setup, doesn't it also cause it to explode?
Yeah, you lose your resources if you cancel, so you have to make sure when you're putting it down, it's in a safe spot.
Oh, this half-track's in trouble as well.
Yeah, the AT gun about to shoot it in the back, and the PTRS finishes it off.
He'll be lucky to not lose these Storm Pioneers as well, and oh, he's rubbing his lucky rabbit foot. Snipers, oh, I'd really like to see some healing from Strixeh, but that's exactly what he's just decided to buy right now.
Yeah, he's in a good spot. And Spanky's in a bad spot as well. He's got like 800 manpower at the moment. He's floating really badly.
Yes, I have no idea how much experience Spanky has with these new factions, but he is a very good player. So, I mean, he's also a senior strategist at COH2.org, but I think I mostly know him for his map making. He made some quite good maps that were used in. He made one that was used in Sunday Night Fight Season 4.
I don't think that one was used. I know it was. Oh, I think it was in a custom map thing, but I don't think that one was used. I know it was just the two, the one from White Flash, the one from Uncle Sam. But I think his one was. He did make a lot of maps though. But I can't remember if his one was in. I thought it was only two custom maps.
I definitely saw it used in some tournaments. So I mean, it was certainly used in the custom map tournament. Saw some good games with that.
It could be. It was so long ago as well. 4 years ago. That was for the custom map tournament, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that sounds right.
Yeah. Nice use of merge on the guards. Saves some manpower and also keeps them alive longer. That was really a smart move, at least from Strixeh.
Definitely, merging is. When I play Soviet, something I try to do quite a lot. I mean, really, the only squad to not merge into is shock troops, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes. Yeah, basically, because of the body armor.
Yeah.
The shocks have. But everything else, yeah. Economically, however, like if you merge into Maxims, is not better. Is not a good option because Maxims are 15 to reinforce.
So Spanky's gotten the sweepers on his Storm Pioneers, and I'm not sure where they're going off and hiding in the corner. Right. So for Spanky, what should he be doing in this position? He's lost his second truck. He's just gotten a Kubelwagen. Not totally sure why. I think the guards and the double AT guns will make short work of that, not to mention the conscripts with their AT grenades.
This is a quite tricky situation because he lost that truck. He's so far behind now. I think he wanted to get Obersoldat now. So the other thing is, well, with trucks, because you can set them up in the HQ sector. If you don't really need them in the field, don't set them up in the field, and then that keeps them safe.
Yeah, the repair truck in particular. I was watching Cia's stream yesterday together with Peter Kumsia, the developer, and they were both talking about, just set that thing up in your headquarters sector. Like it's risky enough already to repair damaged vehicles in the field. Just send that thing back and get your free repairs there. Oh, this Kubelwagen, that could thread the needle. Oh, but it gets buttoned and it's surely going to die now. Yummy.
No, didn't last that long. Poor Volkswagen.
Over on the right, these sweepers have paid off already, and Spanky's been able to walk right past these mines, which are strangely not lit up.
That's very weird. Very odd. But you can see, I mean, if you were to click on the Stone Pioneers, they've got the option there to put away their minesweeper, which is quite cool.
Switch over to them. And yeah, there's so many buttons. Have they put it away? I can see the no sign on it.
Yeah, that's it basically. So they can toggle it.
Now he's going back to sweep it. And put down his own mine. Very smart.
The shoe mines. They're quite cool. They're actually wooden boxes.
And what would you say that they're comparable to?
They're the same as the Soviet ones. They're
exactly
very similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now with 50% fewer squad wipes.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are probably very happy about that.
I am extremely happy about that.
Yeah. And the ISU range nerf as well, so it doesn't shoot you from so far away.
Yes, I think it's interesting that the ISU and the Elephant both got lowered down to 70 range, but some nice grenades from these Volksgrenadiers. I really like the grenade that they have.
Yeah, it's really strong.
I've lost quite a few units that I thought would survive that. For some reason, when I see them throwing it, I think that they're like blitz grenades from Company of Heroes 1. My head hasn't gotten around to the idea that things are different between that game and this game.
Yeah, to some extent as well.
So it's been pretty slow right now. We're getting another sniper for Strixeh. He lost the first one somewhere. I think he's just trying to save up to get this ISU 152, and he's got tier 1 and he's got tier 2. No tier 3 or tier 4. But the thing is, he doesn't even have 9 CPs yet, and he's got to wait for 3 more to get that thing out in the field, which is probably enough time for him to get out a smaller vehicle and just, if he got like a T-34, there's not really any anti-tank for Spanky.
Yeah, I think he's playing a bit too passive as well. I think he could be a bit more aggressive. He could go up to those trucks there and just blast them with the AT guns.
I mean, is there anything at this point that he could reasonably be afraid of? I mean, there could be those, the Rakettenwerfer, but together with his, quite strong infantry force, I would think that he would be able to, use his tanks in relative safety, despite those being around.
Now Spanky's called in the Panzer IV battle group. Here they come.
Tell me about that. I don't know anything about this.
So basically, this is one of these commanders, because in the war spoil system, they have you can have the chance to have commanders drop, and this is one of the ones for Oberkommando, and they have these Panzer Ausführung J. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Well enough for me. Oh, that's a friendly mine. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a bit like the double T-34-85 calls in. So not Spanky. So Strixeh's gonna have a bit of trouble. He's got to set up these AT guns well to deal with these. So this is probably the turning point for him. Actually, he managed to survive long enough to call these in. And as you can see, they can upgrade. You can upgrade them with skirts. You can upgrade them with machine guns. The top machine guns. You can also upgrade them with these commanders. That allow them to actually call in artillery strikes.
Yeah, I have not seen this commander at all yet, so maybe you could tell a bit about that.
Yeah, so when you upgrade to upgrade a commander to the tank, it's a bit like the major for the US. He can call down an artillery strike. So when you upgrade it to these tanks, they can do that too. There's 120 munitions to call it in. Oh,
what I was actually asking about was the commander that he's picked. So what's
the other parts of it, yeah. So the other things they've got as well. So they got that call in, and the Panzer Commander's part of it as well. They've also got the ability to have these high explosive anti-tank rounds. So that increases the penetration and the weapon range of the vehicle for a short amount of time. It's like a ammunition cost on use ability.
Uh-huh.
The other thing they can do as well is that they like the vehicle repairs that the Soviets have. They've got that as well, but that just repairs the critical. However, while it's being done, they are stationary. They can't fire their gun, and I think they might take extra damage as well. That's something I have to check into now. It's because myself, I haven't actually been able to use these commanders that much myself. And the other one as well is like this signal relay ability when you activate it, and it just reveals a lot of it reveals enemy vehicles on the mini map. So you use a 50 ammo, and then you'll see all the vehicles on the map.
Very interesting. Oh, these snipers are getting chased by Volksgrenadiers, but now they're walking into some guards and green covers, and those DPs are gonna provide enough cover for the snipers to escape.
Yeah. I think that maybe if he had a Maxim as well, the snipers, that might help him out a bit.
Yeah, so he's got plenty of manpower, he's got plenty of fuel. It's very obvious what he's doing, saving up for a big
gun.
tank.
Yeah.
I mean, the only question now for Spanky will be what's it going to be? Is it going to be an ISU or is it going to be the T-3485s? And he should be able to guess by how much time has progressed that if they were T-3485s, he would have seen them by now. The Spanky's gotten an infantry support gun. I wonder if this is a counter to the snipers.
It's not the best of counters. It's still, very much like a mortar being a counter to the snipers.
Well, obviously the
that,
Kugelwagen hasn't been working. I mean, I suppose the other option would be to try to pull off some rather deep flank, maybe have some Sturm Pioneers cut them off on the retreat. We can see that Strixeh didn't even retreat when he was being chased down by those two squads. So and now one of these snipers has got enough vet to be able to use sprint, and the other one's only got one kill, so it's a bit of a ways off from being able to do that.
Yeah, and also as well, if you get flanked with Obersoldaten, that will actually help you out a lot.
Yes, they have that very strange bonus against retreating units.
It's not really a bonus per se. It's sort of like the retreat modifier is 0.4 accuracy, so they're harder to hit while they're on retreat. But Obersoldaten have this ability. I think is 1.25 accuracy to retreating units, so that makes it 0.6 instead to the modifier. So they can hit them a little bit better, but it's not sort of like that they do extra damage. It's just they do more damage than other units do.
I see.
Yeah, it's a bit convoluted, I know, but
Whoa! And here comes the. Oh, this tank has gotten in far too deep. I guess he must not have gotten in range of the button, or it probably would have gotten killed there.
Yeah, if he had, it would have just been vaporized.
Small, strange infantry push over here on the right. There's nothing to really work on this. To work on this P4 other than the PTRS. And now there's enough for the ISU 152, and here it comes. So this was the the Wrecker of Worlds in the previous patch. We'll see how it fares now. I was playing around a bit with the Tiger, which was also the 1v1 monster tank. I was playing with it in some games yesterday and the day before, and I'm finding it's much better. It was a little cheesy before, the way it could clear AT guns from the front and the like.
Yeah, so you find like with the health reduction, it's actually quite a big, quite significant, isn't it?
It's very much. You get in too deep, like you're gonna know immediately. Oh, the infantry support gun kills one of the members of the sniper team. That's going to be an expensive reinforce, but one that Strixeh can easily afford.
Yeah. So this LSU, it's got good support. It's got guards. It's got AT guns. So if Frankie goes for flank on it, it'll be quite difficult. If he keeps his guard, if Strixeh keeps his guards nearby.
What do you think he should try to do about it? I mean, this seems like a difficult situation with the tools that he's got. Does he need to tech up, or is there something already available to him?
He could get a Stuka-Zufus, because that does a lot of damage to vehicles. I think he has to save up another 40 fuel, 30 fuel,
yes.
And he could get that. Also, as well, he's buying Sturm Pioneers, but I'm not sure. I think, is he doing it just to repair? Because he's got a repair station as well. I mean, I wouldn't buy more Sturm Pioneers. The other thing as well with Sturm Pioneers is that they've got a fast repair rate. It's like almost double the repair rate other squads have. So they're very strong repair units.
Even compared to combat engineers and other pioneers.
Yes, they're like it was like the repair rate on combat engineers and pioneers is 1.6 and stone pioneers are 3. And also, if they get the minesweeper upgrade, that increases their repair rate too. To 4.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good to know.
No.
I mean, I
But,
suppose with how expensive they are, you know, this is a faction that has a lot of vehicles available to it. You don't want to just have your one single squad. I mean, I know that when I'm playing as any of the vanilla factions, that I always end up getting 2 builder units just to do repairs by about, well, this point of the game.
yeah. But as you can see, like on the tooltip as well, it says this port package improves repairability. So
Yes, I could see that if I was following them, but I cannot.
oh, that's okay.
I will trust you.
It's okay, as Twister would say. But also as well, these P4s they aren't just a copy and paste from the Osteo ones. These are actually new models as well. The models are all new ones.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a fight going on over here. I want to go look at those
Yeah.
P4s and examine them closely, but oh, come on, blow up your own guys with this demo charge.
Can you imagine that? He actually clicked on it by mistake when he's trying to micro those units. That would be so annoying.
I've never done that, but I've done some similarly stupid things in games before.
Yeah.
One reason that you will never see me cast my own games. There's always at least one incredibly stupid thing like that that happens. So these P4s are using them on the flanks, so that's smart, keeping them away from anywhere where the ISU can do too much damage to them. Now they both got skirts, so how much of a reduction to the chance of getting a damaged engine does that get? Does that provide, excuse me?
It just gives the vehicle more armor, I believe. That's what it does. So like it's I can't remember the exact numbers unfortunately, but yeah, it gives you your unit more armor. So you know it can deflect more shots. Like 80 nades will deflect more often, stuff like that.
So I see that Strixeh, or excuse me, Spanky's got another one of these supply trucks just kind of hanging out in the back. And do you think it would be an advisable move to upgrade that to his tier 4? Maybe I should actually look and see if he's built tier 4 yet. Ha 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 ha.
No, he's not. He's quite low on fuel. I wouldn't do it, to be honest, because I think I'd just get Stuka instead. Stuka Zufus.
Well, with that, I mean, you can of course use the that kind of inherent redistribute resources ability that's in there if he wants to get more fuel at the expense of munitions.
Yeah, I think he's got that on at them. No, he's going for more munitions at the moment.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I mean he could do that as well.
I mean, this ISU has not been too much of a hassle to him. It's only gotten 3 kills, has not wiped squads the way the ISU of yore would do. But it is going to make it really hard to contest this middle VP as long as it's alive.
Yeah, that's a bit of a... Ooh, this ISU's in trouble. This game...
This gun is not being attacked, surprisingly, but it's also not rotating to try to fight the buttoned P4. Is he gonna make it out of there safely? Oh, come on, Zis, rotate and turn off hold fire.
Yeah, you have to turn the camo off whenever you have to move those AT guns. If you have the camo on, they move super slowly.
Yes, I think they still have the issue of when members of the team are killed and they have to change places. That just takes forever and a day. This actually won't be too bad for Strixeh if he loses this ISU, because he can immediately afford to get another one.
Spanky's doing well. He's just moving back and forth to stop the
some fancy driving,
gun firing, because it's got this like wind up.
Oh, he must feel so impotent. He can't even throw an AT grenade because he doesn't. Now he can. Yes, he does have enough munitions now. This this gunner on the top of the ISU. Oh, it's got the elephant trunk right now. And that was some nice squishing on the way out of the base. Now these AT guns going to get set up to intercept on the retreat path of these tanks. And here comes another ISU-152 immediately. And now it's got enough distance between it and the tanks that it might actually kill one or two of them.
Yeah, so you can see the range decrease is quite big, you know.
Went from 100 to 70.
Yeah.
Which actually means that it gets outranged by a PaK-43.
Yes, PaK-43 is at 80 now or 90. I can't remember what it got changed to, but it's 80. Yeah, and the Jagd Tiger outranges it as well.
Really, what's the range on that?
It's 85.
One thing I've been wondering actually, because I was using a PaK-43 to good effect in a game against a US player yesterday, is what are the ranges of the nice IG shot. The ranges of the US indirect fire weapons. Now we're talking about two factions that we're not even watching, but that's okay.
The US one, what the PaK howitzer?
PaK howitzer, the howitzer motor carriage. If you don't know off the top of your head, that's fine.
The motor carriage, I think, is about 60.
Oh my god! That was a really nice grenade on the left. Sorry to interrupt you with something that's actually happening in the game that we're watching.
I think the PaK howitzer 70, I think, something like that. But that was a nice nade as well.
That was a nice nade.
Volkswagen is really nice. They are expensive though, 30 ammo. So be careful because you don't have as many resources as the other factions. You know, your income is not as good.
Yes, there was. We put up a guide yesterday from Corporal Shepard on COH2.org yesterday on how a 1v1 strategy guide for OKW, and his advice was do not throw no grenades until you can afford and have upgraded 2 Panzerschrecks.
Yeah.
So you don't get rolled by vehicles early.
Yeah, I think that was something Strixeh could have done if he had got vehicles. When he could have got them, he could have just closed the game out a lot earlier, I think.
Absolutely. He definitely gave a huge window for Spanky to come back in here. And now he's... Spanky, yeah, sure, he lost 1 P4, but that's not this ISU-152. He's probably... How far off is he from being able to get something else like that? You know, another potent vehicle.
And I think that's the problem as well, is that he got is that because he didn't get any vehicles as well, Spanky also didn't have to retaliate with his own vehicles as well, so he was able to call these tanks in.
Yes.
The P4s. And the other issue as well is that he's letting Spanky into it. He did really well at the start, the early game, but if he had capitalized on the advantage he had, which is like the better map control, the better infantry, yeah, it would have been over a lot earlier.
Definitely. And well, I suppose one of the difficulties of having new factions is you don't necessarily know exactly what's the ideal build order and the like, but at the same time your opponents are not necessarily going to know when you're weak. So that's kind of an advantage that Spanky might be enjoying right now, just the confusion that playing against new units provides.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, a lot of people will be like, I'm not sure what's going on here, but I'll try my best to beat it. And if Strixeh knew the faction a bit better, he would know, like, oh man, now's the time to just destroy them.
Push, go up the middle, blow up the trucks. I mean, he's this may just be a standard build that he uses against just for this map. I mean, it's good unit composition. The conscripts to throw the AT grenades, the snipers to kill units at long ranges, the guards to protect them, and button vehicles, AT guns to finish off the vehicles, and the ISU to just kill everything. Oh, conscript dies rather unnecessarily in the middle. It's too bad. I think that was vet 3 as well.
Another conscript death on the left. Yeah, grenade.
Oh, I wish I'd seen that. Here comes the armor train in from Spanky. Man, doing a lot of damage already to this ISU. Lots of rear shots going in. Okay, got everything in frame. Now we can watch everything blow up in peace. One of the snipers did get killed, and looks like this ISU is at its match.
Yeah, it looks like it's toast now.
The AT gun is trying to spin to hit this tank, but it's managing to dodge the main gun of the ISU and also this, and maybe he's not going to be able to finish it off. Nope, there it goes. And there goes a P4. Once again, that's a trade I would take any day.
Yeah, I mean, these ISUs haven't been really paying off from us, have they, in this game?
Absolutely not. I think, maybe it's time to change up your game plan. He's got plenty of... He has lots of manpower, lots of fuel. Build tier 3 or tier 4, get something out of there.
Yeah. This Kubel's being a bit adventurous now. As soon as these base guns open on it, it will take a lot of damage.
Yes, that's how the first one died, but I guess he's trying to find the sniper. But the sniper's already left the base, and maybe he won't make it out of here. Oh, he's trying to turn around so that he can catch these... Oh no, the sniper's retreated! They're gonna head straight for it!
No, this is not good.
Man, this is when you really want to have some kind of juicy off-map to just drop and kill all the retreating squads. Suppression pops. Can these snipers get into cover and turn invisible? No, but it looks like they're going to crawl around the headquarters, and down goes the full wagon. I give it an A for effort.
Yeah, that did pretty well.
And I want to say that I give it... And I'll give it a C for creativity, just because those start with the same letter. But what I actually mean is an A for creativity. Oh no. Now this retreating squad might get killed if Strixeh focuses it. He bounces a PTRS shot off of his butt. Looks like he's gonna make it.
Yeah,
and those
he's
friends
made
make it out, no problem. So Strixeh is down to nothing but tier 1, tier 2, and headquarters units. No vehicles at all.
No. And what Spanky could do, actually, you see these vehicle wrecks, if he salvaged them, that'd give him 5 fuel per salvage. So that's something you should keep in mind if you're playing as Ober Commando. Salvage wrecks.
Nice. Sweeping these mines, it would be nice. Maybe he's just probing the lines in preparation of an attack, but yeah, that ISU carcass and the others are going to be worth quite a bit if you can get them.
No, they're all 5, it doesn't matter.
Well, you only get 5 fuel, period, and then it explodes.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
Well. I retract what I just said.
Yeah. If the vehicle's abandoned, you get 12, though.
Uh-huh. And how does that work for things like the Zis that just got decrewed?
The Zis, you get 5 fuel for that.
Oh, okay.
So, like, weapon teams and wrecks are 5, and abandoned vehicles are 12.
Yeah, it's using that magic German technology to convert metal into diesel. Another conscript, of all things, coming out for Strixeh. I mean, I guess he's just waiting to save up enough for another ISU. He's almost got enough. I can't imagine it's gonna... I can't imagine it's gonna help too much. The previous 2 have really done nothing. They killed a couple of infantry squads, but... Well, they killed a couple of infantry men. I don't think he's managed to kill a squad or really much with them.
Yeah, and Spanky's just building a lot of Kubels. There's one on the right that just died. I think another one's about to come in now.
I mean, maybe he's just doing that to try to limit the mobility of the snipers, just keep them having to retreat over and over and over again. Of course, he keeps losing the Kubel wagons, but I guess this is just a bit of sniper rage. Like in COH1, when someone would spam snipers at you and you would eventually just go insane and make 100 jeeps and rush them at them.
Yeah, I mean, they're not particularly cheap either. They're 240 manpower each, so... You know, that's the same as a Volk squad, for example. That's pretty crazy to keep just using them, throwing them away like that.
Here comes the ISU.
I think as well, this is the 3rd one now. We'll see how well this pays off for him, but they haven't been doing that well for him, I think, in this game.
Oh, combat engineers get killed on retreat. And yes, I can see that this is a slightly different model on the P4.
No, the Panther's also a new.
Oh, we've got a really lopsided battle about to happen here between the Kubelwagen and the ISU. He pops the focus sight ability. Oh, maybe not.
Kubel's tentatively living on.
Could this be the end? Retreat from the snipers as the tank and the Kubelwagen move up to meet their makers. Ouch. Well, that Kubel didn't do any better than the last one, or the one before that, or the one before that.
No, poor Kubelwagens. They haven't been doing that well.
Now, the Schwerer Panzer headquarters is finally coming up, and it looks like this one will not get destroyed.
Yeah, that's a bit of a better place to put it. I mean, you have to be so careful because they die really quickly as well. Even if you didn't cancel it, you just a couple of shots, you just blast it. And then that's like 200 manpower, 80 fuel gone. So that's really bad to lose that much.
Oh, these conscripts are getting chased off on the right, and Spanky still needs to cap this VP. Could put the triple cap onto Strixeh, and I mean, Spanky's down to 112. Strixey's got 318, and looks like Strixey's about to decap and then raise the middle VP. So this is one that he, can hold decently. It's going to be hard to hold the middle VP still again with all of these ISUs that keep popping out one after another. The snipers are moving in to try to deal with the units over on the right, and pop down to 3 men.
Yeah. That's the other thing with Volks as well, because they're 5-man squads. They aren't as
not as vulnerable to the snipers.
Not as vulnerable, no, as Grins, because the Grins are 4-man. It's basically 2 volleys, and that's a Grin squad dead. So you can still live. You can still live with one guy with the Volks after
Strixeh
2
has
volleys.
decided to run his Storm Pioneers back behind this house, and maybe try to ambush these snipers if they get close, and try to raise the VP themselves.
Yeah, good play. I think these snipers might be in trouble.
And here comes the attack. Is it going to work?
And there's a Kubel coming in from the north. He's got to be super careful.
Nice use of sprint, however. Those snipers. What? No, don't run towards them. Oh, they're retreating. Bet 3 AT gun caught out, unsupported. Gonna get blown up by this grenade. Come on, Volks Grenadiers. There you go.
So we'll see. Yeah, he steals it. Not a bad idea, stealing the AT gun. It's always nice to actually have them. I mean, like I said, you could salvage them as well, but might be better off just taking it.
Yeah, and best of all, this is just going to be a way to deny anti-tank to Strixeh. I mean, he's not been having any trouble. Where is it going, though? He's trying to return it back to the base. Like, oh, I believe this belongs to you.
Yeah, can I get $10 for returning your ZIS?
He's trying to take it down to the scrap yard.
Oh, he's trying to shoot the ISU in the back. Okay.
You're welcome, I guess. Brought back to base. Maybe he'll send his Storm Pioneers down to come fix it up and then retreat.
I mean, yeah. If you think that you will be able to get a weapon out, a weapon crew or anything, as Oberkommando, just salvage it.
How long does
even
that
if
take?
you don't want it.
I mean, is it
a couple of
instant?
seconds.
Okay.
It's a couple of seconds. You have to be careful though, because you can't do it in combat. If you try and do it in combat, you'll take like bonus damage, and you'll die really quickly. So yeah. So yeah, I think with Strixeh, I think if he had just got his core units, core vehicles out instead of waiting for the ISU, this could have been over a lot earlier.
Yes, I still feel like, he's. Would you say that he's in a commanding position? Oh, friendly fire on the Storm Pioneers kills 2 of them, and they have to retreat back to base and get lucky to not get even more damage as this Panzer IV fires into the ground right in front of them.
he's in an okay spot, but I think it's okay, but I think it's still it's about even. I think right now,
Is
that,
he?
like units wise, and like Spanky's doing a good job, harassing points on the map and getting the VPs down. Now Strixie's being a bit too passive at the moment.
I say he's being far too passive. I mean, he's got so much fuel, so much manpower, and now he's got a lot of munitions as well, which had been a problem for him before. But I mean, just build tier 3. Just do it.
Yep, tier three.
Oh, main gun destroys the saddest Kugelwagen.
Yeah, the problem Oberkommando has is against medium armor. That's like their big problem. Soviets they do okay in the early game, but then as soon as they start getting the T-34s, T-34-76s, then it becomes very hard for them because they can get a Puma and it does all right against them, but not incredibly good. You know, they can easily be overwhelmed. Sorry.
Yeah, so we get whelmed in every manner possible. Strixie is apparently trying to drive me insane and is not making more combat engineers in order to put up a tier building, but is getting another squad of conscripts.
A bit of an odd choice, but hopefully it'll pay off for him.
So what have we got going on for Spanky? Over here we've got some Volksgrenadiers about to blow up some conscripts. Bang bang, there go 2 down, and they retreat off back to base.
Ooh, and we have a Sturmtiger from Spanky.
Oh, I've had teammates use these in 2v2s, but I've not tried them out myself, and I'm very curious to get to see it when I can actually focus on the action.
Yeah, so the trick with the Sturmtiger is to when you have Volks engaging squads at max range, you have them there. But the thing is that the Sturmtiger's got about 45 range, and you can fire out of the fog into it. So make sure you got something spotting for it, and you use it in such a manner that people don't know it's there. Tricky,
This would
easier
be
said than done.
Oh, I've got a missing asset box that just popped up north of the middle VP. Do you have that as well?
Yes, I do as well. There must be something funny with this map. I think it was the sandbags
Ah.
that the Volks put on. There might be some error with that, I think.
Okay, what is this Storm Tiger going to do? This is the really, like, if you've got sniper rage, get this.
I think that 80 gun is going to die, actually.
Oh. And that was your moment of silence.
Yeah. I mean, he could have easily moved in with that P4. He probably could have finished that ISU off.
Well, the other AT gun is still behind it. That'd be problematic. Now these. Oh! Vet 5 Volksgrenadier goes down.
Yeah, the Ender of Worlds. He
Yes.
still does it. He's still got a bit of the magic at time.
Yep. Damn, another big shot right there.
Yeah.
And where is this Sturmtiger? I want to see how it reloads.
Yeah, you'll see the animation now. See the guys getting out now.
He's certainly taking his time about it. Just a little slapping his hand down on the top. Play with the camera angles. There doesn't really seem to be anything else going on. Oh, finally, combat engineers now from Spanky. Strixie, sorry. I wonder how many times I've said their names wrong this game.
They both begin with S, very sort of like similar amount of syllables as well, so
Yes.
easily confusable. Easily confused.
That was, well, you didn't get hung up on the similar amount of syllables, so...
So, Spanky's getting Obersoldaten, but I think he should have had them about 10 minutes into the game instead of 48 minutes. So
Yes.
something he could have got earlier. So I think it's like, this game sort of like highlights a lot of infamiliarity with the new factions.
I would like to see Strixie steal this this Kugelwagen just for the hell of it. He's actually almost at pop cap now, which is going to be kind of problematic. Since, I mean, he has some good units, but he could really use a more diverse army right now.
Yeah.
And with only seven more caps, pops, whatever you want to call it, available to him, there's not really a whole lot he's going to be able to do to mix up his army without, purposely or not losing units.
Yeah, I think he just needed a bit more aggressive armor in his composition. You know, something with a turret, something that can flank these positions. Because the other thing as well is that, oh man, those stone piles just got obliterated.
Oh, I just missed it. What happened?
Oh, stone piles just ran and the ISU just one shot them. It does its its party trick. But it was not at full health, and apparently with the AOE changes, if you have full health squads, they probably wouldn't have got one shot.
Yes.
That's the apparent change to it. The other thing as well that's problematic is that they can try and change the AOE profiles, but the other thing they have to fix is the AOE, not the AOE, sorry, the AI of the squads, because sometimes as soon as they hit some yellow cover, they all like bunch up, and then that's the really big problem.
Yes, and they all jump into ideal squad wipe formation. The Stormtaker's locked and loaded and coming up into the middle.
Yeah, but the infantry could easily retreat now. The snipers are a bit...
Okay. Oh, they nearly run into an IG shot. And... that silence is good for some maniacal chuckles.
Yeah, that sort of like sound is pretty cool. So you see the Obers, their first appearance now. They can run and gun with their LMGs.
Yes, and now that the snipers have been chased off the field, they can work with relative impunity, provided the ISU doesn't do its thing.
They've the other thing with them as well is that they have what was it now? They're expensive to reinforce. They're 50 manpower per reinforce. Man. Very expensive.
Strixeh clearly doesn't know that he could just roll forward and kind of attack ground up just where all of these trucks are. I mean, there are no mines in the way to prevent him from doing that. There's not even a Raketenwerfer, but now there's a Panther. And one thing I'm curious about, is this Panther the same as the Wehrmacht Panther?
Stats-wise, it's the same, but the model's a different one as well. Okay. This is a different model. It's a remodeled Panther. So like different drive sprockets, and I think the deck is different, and it's got like a little radio antenna and stuff. So it's slightly different.
It's got spinners and a spoiler on the back, and
yeah, along those lines. So it's a remodeled one, but stats wise is the same. But the only difference is that it does get Vet 5. So at Vets 4 and 5, yes, it does get some other abilities. Stuff like having what it is, it makes them better. I think Vet 5, what it does, it lets it fire on the move a lot better. Like most vehicles have like a moving accuracy of 0.5 modifier on the tanks, so like that halves the accuracy. But with the Panther at Vet 5, the Oberkommander one at least, it gets a much better accuracy on the move, so it can hit vehicles better while driving.
That is very nice. Because, I mean, that's the tank that you want to use for the sudden flank out of the side when your main assault pushes forward. I know that a lot of people have been complaining about the performance, or well, the underperformance of the Panther recently. I'm curious what you would have to say about that.
It's very much like the Su-85. It's an anti-tank vehicle. It's not like a generalist one. So that's the problem with the unit, really. I think maybe people are thinking it's doing too much, doing more than it should. That's the issue with it. The other thing as well is that tier 4, I think, is probably because tier 4 is so expensive to get to, like as Ostier, you don't see them that often. I think that's more of the trouble, because as well as that the Brumbar as well is not used that often too, because of how expensive it is to get to.
Yes, it's a bit of a troll unit. Yeah. And that's why we all love it. So I was just looking at the cloaked AT guns and the extreme molasses and winter movement that occurs as the members of the squad try to move around, and the Panther is trying to attack him into the middle.
Oh,
Looks
18-8 on it.
Yes.
It's finished.
Yes. Thus always to Panthers, apparently. You can see, ooh, haha, Storm Tiger hit, and also a nice new death animation as the gun flops down limply on this destroyed Panther.
Yeah, they added this animation to a lot of the new vehicles, where the ammo catches on fire.
Oh man,
when it dies, so it looks really cool.
It does. The volcano eruption. These Obersoldaten just picked up a DP, so I wonder if they can use that while they're moving. Do you have any idea?
No, because it's to do with the weapon. The DP. Oh no, they can actually. I'm seeing it. Yeah, I saw them. Yeah, they're firing it on the move. So it's a special ability of the squad.
Very cool.
So that makes them super powerful. Nice use of the frangible grenade. The blend corper.
That's the one that it causes damage to the units that are in the smoke.
Yeah, it does.
Correct. Yes, you can see the health bars going down there. I know that the Americans have something similar in the form of the white phosphorus rounds, but I don't know. I think the white phosphorus is incapable of actually killing individual men in squads. They can just reduce them down to 1 hit point, which happened to me the other day. It looked really strange to have a full man squad running around with apparently zero health. Do you know if the frangible grenades do the same thing?
Yeah, it does. Does the same thing. It does damage over time, but not enough to kill the squad, I believe.
Well, I think with the other one, it's just like it can't cause death. That's what I've been led to believe. Why am I moving around the camera with the mouse? Sniper goes down. The other sniper finally goes down. Man, those were alive for a long time. That frees up enough pop cap for Strixeh to get some tier 3 units if he chooses to, but I don't think that he will because he hasn't built tier 3.
No. Now that's what he probably needs because he's seen these Obersoldaten, right? And
oh my god, he has 2 ISUs. When did that second one come out?
Ah, I missed that as well.
It's been so inactive. It has 0 kills.
The Storm Tiger, it's got Vet 1. It's done okay. It's got quite interesting. It's got this smoke grenade that it can launch. But it's basically the guy in the tank is just throwing it out the hatch. Just a smoke grenade.
Oh, I really want to see that, but I don't think that we will. There's a fight going over on the right, but the one that shows off the fancy graphics is happening here on the left.
Poor conscript squad.
No, I'm sure they did it. I'm sure they had it coming.
If you see the Storm Tiger do that, don't go side to side. Go back. Always move backwards. Because usually they're at max range, and it takes about.
It's got a pretty long wind-up time. You can see that.
Yeah.
The stubby barrel very slowly elevating. Man, Strixeh's army's gotten quite small. He's only got these three conscript squads, the 2 ISUs, and 2 AT guns.
Yep.
And for once, he actually doesn't have a whole lot of manpower. And this may end up costing him the game. That was a nasty hit.
Oh, on the right as well, ISU is just murdering Volks.
Ouch. As these other folks just sit and wait for their turn, and there they go, 4 men added to scary German hell. For the curious, there's only scary German hell. There's cool American hell, and the Russians don't believe in hell.
No, they don't.
So.
No, they are atheists, so they won't believe in that.
Well, officially.
Officially, yes. Well, it might be over for Spanky because Strixeh is about to get the the Eastern VP. Yeah, the Eastern VP.
There's no compass rose on the map. It could be any direction, really.
Yeah, could be that one. I think, yeah. We'll call it the East one anyway. That one there.
Yes. say we call it the bottom right one, but then I could just rotate my map and it would be something else. But at the same time, there is a fight happening. The Storm Tiger is loading up, and kabam! There goes another AT gun. But these double ISUs, it's gonna take some extremely fancy driving to avoid the 3 AT guns. Conscript AT grenades, although actually doesn't have enough munitions to throw one of those. And I think this P4 is about to go down. There it goes. Boom. And Strixeh is over on the left, or the northwest, or just the west, top left by default BP, capturing that. And that's probably going to end the game for Spanky.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't think he'll be able to get those overs there in time. And if not, he'll probably get in the mid one as well now. The ISUs are doing fantastic damage.
Yes, the Oversoldaten haven't gotten their Vet 5 teleporter yet. I don't know what they get at Vet 5. Probably not a teleporter.
It's funny you say teleport. They actually run faster.
Abandoned Sturm Tiger! You gotta be kidding me.
Yes, I would pinch that. If I had enough VPs, I'd pinch it. I don't know if it's automatically reloaded actually when you pinch it. No, he needs to reload it.
He has to reload it. Oh, please don't cap this middle VP. I want to see this thing get used. Have you ever done that, or do you ever, gotten someone down to 1 VP, then stopped the cap, and then just destroyed their base instead?
No, actually, I don't think I've done that. No.
It's a good feeling.
But the other thing as well with the Storm Tiger, if you can find it while it's reloading, you can actually kill the crew with a shot to the back.
Oh, now we get the zoom in on the headquarters. It makes it so I can't actually move the map anymore. That's really annoying. So that was a long replay.
Yeah, I think it just highlights, like I was saying, just the inexperience of the new factions.
Yes. That man, if I think instead of being an hour and 52 seconds, that if Strixeh had just gone for tier 3 once it was available to him, then this could have been over in maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I think as well. That's just something that I think a lot of players still kind of do. They wait for the call-in tanks, but if they get their core tanks out instead, they can probably finish the game off, depending on the situation.
Yeah, I mean, this could just be a lingering habit from the previous patch, where that is what a lot of people were doing, waiting for call-in tanks. Although I gotta say, even back then, I don't think it was a very good idea.
No, it's not. Even before then, I mean, you saw in the tournaments that a lot of people would actually just get mainland tanks, and they do really well.
Well, thank you for joining me for this game.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for having me on.
And well, I guess we'll go ahead and plug the ESL Cup once again, since we're recording this before that happens, and I'll probably get this up this afternoon. But yes, sign up for the ESL Cup. I signed up, so you can come kick my noob ass.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
All right. Well, good luck with that, and
thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.